Magic Mike's is a HBCU podcast with students from the LeMoyne Owen College.
Discussing the pros and the cons, the culture and the journeys
of the Black college experience.
I'm Albert Morove, and I'm a freshman majoring in computer science. Today we're going to be talking about dorm life.
What's the word? I'm Zeni, right? I major in music and biology. I am a sophomore. To the right of me.
Hey y'all, what's up? This is Shay. I'm a student at LeMoyne Owen College. I am a senior majoring in political science.
How y'all doing? It's Neisha. I am a freshman and I'm majoring in biology, pre-med.
Wonderful. Great to have you all here with me today. So I want to pick your brains and get to find out what you think about dorm living and how it's been in the dorms. We have a senior here, so she's been here for quite a while. She'll give us some expert advice, probably an expert take, I can say. And we have...
This is vintage. This is vintage advice, man.
Exactly, vintage. Don't make her feel old now.
Hey, season is the word. Season
right.
is the word.
Okay,
Extra
season. Yeah, exactly. She's going to give us some seasoning. And we have Meredith here to give us a very, very fresh take from... She's been here for what, 4 months, 5 months, I think?
Oh my gosh, it's been a while.
Oh yeah,
We've been here since the summer.
Exactly. You see, so I'll leave it to you both. Meredith, start us off. Give us your take on dorm living.
What can I say? It has been a roller coaster. Not what I expected coming in, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
Okay, so what were you expecting coming in?
When we first got here live, I thought it was like they're going to have things going on downstairs, lit areas, probably meeting my next door neighbors, getting close with all of them. Yeah, none of that.
Oh, really? So what exactly is missing from the dorms?
The live. It's like nobody wants to come out their room. It's like 24/7.
The hallway is always quiet.
Reason to come out.
What is that reason?
Right? Don't you think so?
Yeah, because I will say this before I got kicked off.
What?
We'll discuss that
Be
later.
real.
Okay.
But there was a point. I know the music I listen to is not like what everybody is into, but regardless of what it is, I remember I would take my speaker outside and just like DJ songs throughout the night, and then whether it would either be like a group of people who didn't want to hear that and would go to their car and blast their stuff and more people came out, or it'd be a group of people come back there and listen to what I was listening to, which was cool. And the whole idea, it's like that very back area to sit down, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like by the townhouses.
Yeah. So back over there, my idea was to go to a thrift shop and get a couch and then put some lights up around this. And I can't say that I completely like came up with this idea. There's this guy named Francis Truman who hosts these poetry nights at High Tone, and he had this set up at his house. And I just thought it would be cool to have like that kind of space for the students. I think, again, we go back to leadership. It starts with the people. Like, we have producers, we have DJs. Yo, just DJ, go outside. Who cares about, like, we got to have this organ? Nah, just go. And if people come, they come.
You know, you're right about that. We do have people who are multi-talented in the dorms, but then I don't know that we do have producers. I'm hearing it from you right now, you know. So, Shay, tell us, how's it been like in the past 3-4 years that you've been here?
4 years now. It has been a drastic change. I want to blame it all on COVID, but
Blame it on
Blame it on the virus.
COVID, but no, COVID can't take the blame for it all.
Okay.
There has definitely been a change in administration and leadership as far as the dorms wise. There has been a change in the generation coming through the dorms as well.
That's a fact.
Okay.
So I think the way the generations are has a big effect on the campus.
So you're saying that the generation that was there when you were freshmen was more outgoing and more fun-loving than the ones that are here now?
Was wow.
That is the word for it. No, literally, that's the word for it. We had fun by any means necessary. By any means necessary. Whatever it took to have fun, we did that.
Yeah.
And what I want to say is, I think this generation have fun with TikToks and Reels and being on social media.
Yeah.
We forgot what it's like to be outside.
course, you're the
Like,
Facebook generation.
That term
Yeah.
of outside, this generation don't really know what that means.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
He just
Y'all
took
don't know
some
what it
shade.
really mean to be outside.
Yeah.
Y'all like to record videos for 10
No,
seconds
I like to
and
be out the
15
door.
seconds.
I can't do it.
I like it. But sometimes as you grow and you mature, sometimes being in the house is comfortable and it fits you best.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
You
you in
just have to
college
be
life
outside.
and you don't get these days back. Go outside.
Yeah.
I love going outside. I will be out the door if I could. I choose to be out the door. But I guess I'm looking at it like you don't got much to do. And you go outside and you do too much, they be like, okay, let's wrap it up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go back in. And I'm like, man, we just got out here.
But I think someone pointed out earlier, can't remember which one of y'all it was, how we feel like we have to be organized when we do events.
Okay.
And that goes to me towards back to leadership. They make us feel as though we have to give approval from them to do everything that we decide to do. So if we feel like we have to get approval from them for everything, nobody's gonna want to go anywhere because of the fear of it getting shut down or the fear of getting in trouble.
I say this,
seen
like
it
that's real, but here's something. When I was in school, I always would look at the teacher and just be like, man, they really feel like they got power over me.
Yeah.
And I hated that. But they did in a sense, but not really, because I would always think like, all right, let's say it's one teacher, right? It's 25 students. Yeah. If all of us start cussing and talking, she can't kick us all out. She
What
needs,
are they gonna do? Write us
she
all
needs
up?
us way more than we actually, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, we definitely need her expertise, but it's like what Ye say, there's 1,000 yous, it's only one of me.
Yeah.
No, that's word. It's 1,000 teachers. No disrespect to that lovely teacher. But you know, I just think we should just do it, and like if the consequences come, it will show you. Like somebody has to get exiled, and if you're afraid to get exiled, there'll never be change. There has to be destruction before that can be changed.
I seen somebody got X'd out because they wanted to, not like a party, but more of a gathering outside of the dorms. Try to get, like, she had foods and stuff, and then it was like, you can't do that here.
But
Like,
hey,
you can't
don't
do that
you?
here.
But
You had
see,
to
I'm
go
gonna be
out-
honest.
out
When,
the door.
I want to say, what was that? My sophomore year, my freshman year, we had girls who could cook. So what they would do, they would go downstairs
Aubrey
in the
and
kitchen and they would literally sell plates.
Straight
They would
one.
never let us do that now.
Bro, and you know what?
Straight
Because they
out the
started
door.
doing that,
Out
they
the door.
when they started doing that, Zay started his shows downstairs, so it was like kind of interactive. So they would plan cooking, and then they would have like a whole music event that night, and like
No,
because of
yes.
that, we would just end up getting into a lot of stuff. Like
Of course.
that's
I
very
think
much so.
the kitchen is they use that now as security food. So it's
For real?
like the way
Yeah,
they
that's
put
not
it.
Y'all
theirs,
should
that's ours.
definitely take
Yeah.
that food.
No,
That's ours.
Y'all
They didn't even
That's
tell
not
us that.
them. That's ours.
But
That's-
but I think the thing is like, don't get me wrong. There's a thing with respect, but I also feel like people can't be afraid of pushback. And if you got like for instance, volleyball team, let's say y'all wanted to have like a whole thing. If the entire volleyball team was like, yo, we're going to do this, we don't really care. It's like the coach could, they could feel away or whatever, but
Yeah.
he needs y'all.
No, he can get rid of
These,
the team.
no, he can, but then what do they have? Who can they go to? Exactly. So if they get rid of all these students, guess what? You know where that money comes from, right? That comes from all of y'all's nice faces. So if they don't have us, they don't have money. They want to get paid. I better get to do what I want to do.
But see, coming in as a freshman, we don't really realize that school is not just school when you reach college. School is a business. Yeah. And at that point, you're a business partner with the school. So
Just had to double down.
it's 50-50. It's only so much they can do without y'all, and it's only so much we can do without them.
Yeah.
But if we not on one accord, this school will not be successful as it can be. It has potential. Like I go to work and people ask me all the time, somebody said you was in school. What school you go to? I'm like, LeMoyne Owen College in Memphis. They're like, where is that? I'm like, the only HBCU in Memphis. What do you mean? Like, that mean it should be big. When I'm from Birmingham, I'm from Alabama, so we have like 6 freaking HBCUs, and everybody know about each and every last one of them. So how is this Memphis, Tennessee?
Right.
Yeah.
And nobody knows about the HBCU in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay,
That's
I'll vouch
wild.
for that.
That's
I'm
crazy.
from Georgia. I never heard of this place.
That's crazy.
Never heard of this place. I didn't even know this was an HBCU. And I know of all the HBCUs. Never heard of this place.
And I hate hearing people say, "Oh, it's lame, it's lame." No, because when you call your school lame, when you call my school lame, you calling me lame.
Yeah.
You calling my friends lame. You calling my sisters lame. My brothers lame. And we're not.
We ain't
I
going
know
for
how
that.
dope the students here are. They just don't see us enough.
I think too, like, well, not even I think too. Just curious, what would be solutions?
Leniency. Allowing us to just be us.
What would be solutions? Let me ask this real quick. What would be solutions where we don't worry about the people in power? Where you just do it. You know, like, how did slaves get taken?
Somebody got to take the initiative.
Somebody has to step up. You don't have good leadership, sadly.
Somebody
And who's
gotta
that?
take the
You know,
initiative.
because if you're really, I think, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, if you have a problem with the status quo, right? I haven't been around for a long time to be able to have like a firm opinion on this. But then I say, if you're not happy with what's going on, talk to the people who are responsible for that. Because I've been here for a very short time. But Shay has been here for longer. You've been here for longer, Zay. So I think if you really, it all starts with you at the end of the day. Like you said, they rely on us. So if you have something that you want, just ask for it, Ask for what you want. If they don't give you what you want, ask for something else,
Well,
keep asking.
That, I think, okay, I agree with that completely. Because I think something that I'm seeing from all y'all is like the respect. My point is, like, what I'm attempting to say is, like, I'm not fully taking the respect out, but I'm saying, like, no, like, if they say no and this is what you want to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I'm gonna be honest. That's easier said than done, because when you think about it, that's somebody's future on the line.
But this is what I'm saying. That's agreeable. It's like, also too, here's something. If you're doing something for the right intention, I believe there is a God.
It is.
And I believe if I have the right intention and I know what I'm doing is something that is built upon the future, I'm not really worried about the right now consequences. Jesus said, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do." None of them liked him, but we still worship him. That's 2,000 years later.
Yeah.
Understandable.
So I kind of look at it in the same thing. It's like, you got to be a vanguard. You just got to go. Just do it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Nike.
Do it. Yeah,
feel
that should
like
give me.
you-
I should get like a commercial
She
ad
doing-
for that.
Yeah, I see you.
Okay, thanks so much for coming on the platform and giving us your opinion. That was Dorm Living at LeMoyne Owen College. I'm your host, Albert. Thank you very much. See you around.